A very good morning to the panel of judges. I'm Cikgu Lei Mi-in from SK Methodist Anglo-Chinese. My innovation project is on single-piece storyboard. First, I identify issues on this online lesson. Due to the pandemic, most of the lessons were conducted online for this home-based learning. But I noticed that my pupils were lacking of interest towards my online lesson, less questions and less responses from them, and they hardly engaged themselves to the lesson. From the literature reviews, they show that storytelling and motion were able to induce the pupils' interest and their attentions towards a lesson. So I apply storytelling as my teaching method for this innovation project. I wrote a story on Dino the Lonely Dinosaur based on the preference of my pupils. My pupils from Year 3 Chagas, they really like dinosaur. So I'm going to teach preposition for this lesson. So the words in red are the preposition that I integrated into my story. The sentences in purple, they are the sentences where I can get pupils' responses. For motion, I prepared this single-piece storyboard. It is a mounting board where the colorful and attractive characters can move around along the pathway based on the story told. The pathways were made by cutting through the board by using a penknife. So next, I'm going to show a short video clip on how this single-piece storyboard assists my storytelling. But why single-piece storyboard? It's because it provides a fun and interactive teaching and learning environment. Besides, it's easy to handle, just a piece of storyboard. And I have the full control on the content of the story. I try to search online for the videos for these prepositions, but I noticed that none of these videos consist all of the prepositions that I'm going to teach. I can also control the flow of the story. I can stop whenever I want to get the pupils' responses. Lastly, it is low in cost, just 6 ringgit and 80 cents, mostly on these mounting board, color papers, and laminating films. I use around 10 pieces of color papers because most of them are from my recycled paper. So it is environmental friendly. For data collection, I applied a mixed method where for quantitative approach, I use a survey questionnaire with 10 items on these pupils' interests. As for qualitative approach, I practice interview sessions with 10 pupils from Year 3 Chagas. This is a copy of my survey questionnaires. I applied this interval and verbal description by Journal 2019 to interpret the data collected. For the interview, these are the questions asked after Lesson 1 and Lesson 2. Lesson 1 use a picture of prepositions as the teaching material, while Lesson 2 I apply single-piece storyboard. This is the comparison of the quantitative result for Lesson 1 and Lesson 2. Lesson 1 was conducted through Google Meet on 29th of April by using this picture of prepositions. From the observation, It showed that the pupils were unwilling to on the camera and microphone, less questions asked and less responses from them. The data from the questionnaire showed that the pupils had a little interest towards Lesson 1, with the cumulative mean of 2.4. Lesson 2 was conducted on 6th of May through Google Meet 2 by using the single-piece storyboard. From the observation, more pupils were willing to on their camera and microphone, more questions asked and more responses from them. The data from the questionnaire showed that the pupils showed some interest with the cumulative mean of 3.38, which is higher than Lesson 1. As for the qualitative result, 2 themes were derived from the statements given by the pupils during the interview sessions. So 3 pupils stated that the teaching materials were not attractive, while 2 pupils stated that the delivery method was not interesting. For Lesson 2, 2 themes were derived from the statements. All the pupils preferred Lesson 2. 3 pupils stated that the storyline was interesting, while 2 of them stated that the delivery method was interesting. So as the conclusion, single-piece storyboard was able to stimulate pupils' interest in learning preposition. Besides, it can help to induce the pupils to ask questions and give responses during a lesson. Before I end my presentation, I would like to show a short clip on the interview sessions. Thank you for listening.
No.
A bit.
Still okay. No, sorry. Not really. The dog not cute.
Not interesting.
I don't like dog. Boring. The pictures don't move. I prefer lesson 2. Lesson number 2. Lesson 2. Lesson 2.
Listen to.
Because the story is interesting and the dinosaur looks cute. Because it has a happy ending. Because the story is interesting. Because the characters are cute and I love storytelling.
Because like watching cartoon.